think this is so from me, but I would love to do that another time again, if you're up to it.
I would love to as well. Maybe when I
Yeah,
have more experience and some other things we can talk about, I
yeah,
would love to as well.
absolutely. Yeah. We'll do that. And, I would just love to sort of follow your journey on everything that you are, going through. I think it's so amazing and it's so interesting to, because, usually I talk with people who have been through the experiences and always talk about them in a retrospective fashion. But what I find it very fascinating with you is that we can actually follow your thoughts while you're experiencing this, which I think it's so interesting.
Oh,
So yeah,
thank you so much.
of course, of
I
course.
would say that you're a really interesting like host because the way you ask the questions, it's not obviously there were topics that I had to like talk
Yeah,
about fundamentally that everyone asked me about, but the questions were very in depth and very weird, and not everyone like thinks about them asking me
thank
like
you.
the mental state, the character of the people
Hmm.
who are selected. So thank you
Thank you.
so much for being an amazing host as
No, my
well.
pleasure. My
Having me.
pleasure. I'm very glad that you think so. And you've mentioned Zoltan. I guess that's why me and him bonded that much, just because we're talking just about weird things, as you mentioned. So that's I guess my sort of my thing. But I'm very glad that you are also open to discussing stuff like that, because for many people it's difficult to open themselves on that level. So it's difficult to extract interesting information, but it's great that you have this level of self-assessment where you actually can discuss all of those things that we were talking about.
Thank you so much. You
So
took my time to realize how to like talk about it with the right words and present it in a
thank
way where people will believe me and understand what we actually did.
you. Yeah,
Especially, I think in English it's way easier because I did the training in English.
yeah,
And
absolutely. Yeah.
sometimes translating into Bulgarian doesn't seem like that powerful. As if like my
It just
boyfriend,
sounds funny, to be fair. Sometimes,
yeah.
it's just it's
Um,
strange.
My boyfriend came to watch Gundi with me actually, and I was like, sometimes I was looking at the subtitles to see how they were translating things.
Yeah,
There's so many like Bulgarian phrases that we have that when you translate them in English, they just lose their magic.
yeah, I can
So
imagine.
yeah,
I can imagine. I used to, because I was studying and living in England for probably like 8 or 10 years or something like that, and I used to sometimes, get my uni mates to go to the cinema with me or watch a Bulgarian movie or come to Bulgaria and stuff like that. And it was all the same. They
yeah,
never
right.
they never got they never understood anything properly. So I know what you mean, and especially when it comes to like this sort of topics that are completely based on English terminology and stuff like that. It's because it happened to me during interviews and stuff like that, where I need to talk about something in Bulgarian. It's just not the, I don't know. It's
It's not
not
vibing.
relevant. Yeah, exactly. That's the best explanation. Yeah, that's absolutely the best explanation. Thank you so much again for this. Thank you for your time. I'd love to stay in touch, and yeah,
Hey,
to get a part two at some point in the future.
thank you so much as well, and I'll keep in touch with you on LinkedIn and
Yeah. Yes.
on endeavors as well.
Yes.
It was a pleasure for me to join you today for real.
Same. Likewise.